it's the same chosen spirits, man. They just wasn't called the Israelites at the time. I'm trying to stay edifying without going into too many different subjects. Trying to point to destination,
Ezekiel 37:6. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
So you're gonna wake up, some of you, because the Most High deal with balance. Everybody not gonna wake up. Some people gonna wait. Who's seen the new Foot Locker commercial? Watch that. These so-called elite they know the truth. They know what's going on. Oh yeah, there's about to be a possible government shutdown part 2. So all of you that got loans and you got 401k, if that government shut down, you might as well kiss it goodbye. People on food stamps, you might as well kiss it goodbye, because they never wanted to reopen the government. Because America's broke. Everything comes to an end. People couldn't believe Rome fell. Guess what? This is Rome all over again. What do you think the beast is talking about in Revelation? They was able to give power unto the beast that was dead. We probably get into that. Man, I don't got the phone, man. I was gonna bring that scripture up. I mean that I was gonna bring the Hebrew out. Word salute. You keep going. If you got something to say, you can say.
Ezekiel 37, verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I was prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone.
So there you go, man. That's what the prophets do. They come and wake you up. And what is prophecy? It's to say before. So we tell you about the demise of this place you call America, that was built by pilgrimaging and bloodshed. Just simply put, robbery and murder, man. And how do you cleanse a land of blood? By spilling the blood of the person who spilled it. Thus saith the Lord. But you don't want to believe that. You want to believe what you want to believe. Right? Hold that. Jump to Isaiah 29. Man, I thought I won one. Isaiah 29 and 17. Yeah, 11. You can start at 11. Or you can put this link up. Start at verse 10.
Isaiah 29 and 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
So the Most High, he the reason you can't see. You can't wake up.
And hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers.
So don't nobody know what the hell going on. The reason why no one knows what's going on is because the Most High. The reason why no one knows why we keep seeing these so-called UFOs in the sky is because the Most High. What it tells you in Amos chapter 3, verse 7, surely the Most High will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets to the prophets, which were always believed to be regular men that will put to death that were sent out to a special people he loved. And those same people will put them to death because they're getting all access, basically have a cheat code into the future. Who the hell you know playing video games that gets cheat codes for the video game to be able to do things you shouldn't be able to do, right? Supposedly, and they throw them away. Who in their right mind does that? Israelites, so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians, Cubans, North American Indians, Seminole Indians, Argentinians, Colombians, Uruguayans, and so-called Mexicans. All so-called. Those are not your nationalities, man. You come from one of these people on this left side right here, man. If you were a so-called Negro, you're more than likely a Judite. And we know that by history, the scriptures, what the prophecies say, and the Spirit of the Lord, period. It's not no goddamn DNA test. The Israelites got scattered. But the prophecy is written that they will wake up. If they shall bethink themselves in the land they've been of their captivity, then he'll turn back to you. It's not all these Israelite awakenings taking place in, you know, people of other nations. So-called white women on YouTube telling you damn so-called black people, you the children of God, you the Israelites. But you don't give a damn, because you want to watch some goddamn comedy stand-up or something. Goddamn simps. Same thing for you so-called Mexicans. All Puerto Ricans. You the children of God. But you don't give a damn. Some of you, wherever you was going, you can go. You're gonna finish.
Also, it says the seers hath he covered.
The seers, what is a seer? A person that they see into the future. So it's kind of ultimately the same thing. That's just what the prophets used to be called, seers. They would get visions, dreams, see things. They would go into trances. They would be put under trances and see things, you know, divinely. You know, and the Most High appointed all of that to His chosen people, which we'll get after this.
Isaiah 29 and 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
So the vision of all. This Bible speaks to everything. This little book that it talks about at the end of the book of the Bible is actually the Bible itself. It went over your head. It went over our head because the Most High said, read that part again. So it becomes a book, the vision of all, start at the top.
And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
Call where you at, call where you at.
Isaiah 29 and 11.
Read that again.
Isaiah 29 and 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
So that vision of all, that book that is sealed, is that same little book at the end that angel was holding, that he told John, as scholars call him, the Revelator, to take and eat up. Was that physically? No. Went over your head again. Why? Because it's sealed. The Most High sealed it. It's cold. It's cold words in here you can't understand unless the Most High sends an angel to work on your mind and receive it. And really only a few matters. By men who already have been set up and dealt with to understand this and to relay this message, which will be prophets. And really that's it, because that's the mouthpiece of the Lord right there. That's why I tell you, Amos chapter 3, verse 7, surely the Lord will do nothing. Do a CEO do anything? We own a company, we own salary, you own a store. No. They have their underlings do it. That's what they do. Keep going.
Isaiah
Doing,
29
man.
and 11.
Hey, y'all know y'all Israelites, man. Y'all the Israelites.
And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed.
So, people, you can't pick this book up and just think you're gonna get it. The Most High sealed you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna have any interest in it. Man's goings are the Lord. That's why they didn't stop. But the Spirit told them we doing the right thing, you know. It's not for everybody, man. The Most High don't want everybody. You can't make the Most High want everybody. Stop lying on the scriptures. The God does not love the world. He does not love the earth. When did earth and world become interchangeable? When? You got the world of basketball. You have the world of fashion. When the hell did that become the entire planet Earth? And all the inhabitants of it? From sea to shining sea. When, man? Man, keep going, man.
Isaiah 29 and 12. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I